This is the weekly sales meeting for January 19th, 2025. My name is Chris Fleming. You can reach me at chris@cdmediaconsulting.com or go to our website at cdmediaconsulting.com. Today's topic, your product is not on trial. In the world of media sales, understanding your role goes beyond showcasing a product. Often, when a client hesitates or says no, it's easy to assume that they're questioning the product itself. But in most cases, the product isn't what's on trial. It is belief and proof clients need to move forward with confidence. They're not going to gain this confidence on their own. As a sales professional, your job is to guide them and to address any doubts with credible validation and proof. With the right approach, you can turn their hesitation into enthusiasm. Sales legend Zig Ziglar once said, "Stop selling, start helping." His words underscore that clients are not looking for another sales pitch. They need reassurance. According to Salesforce, 79% of business buyers say it's very important for sellers to act as trusted advisors. They want someone who understands their needs and can guide them, not to push a product. Focus less on proving the product's value. Focus more on helping the client see how it meets their specific goals. Then you are no longer selling, you are building belief. Elizabeth Arden was born Florence Nightingale Graham. She was a pioneering Canadian-American businesswoman. You may recognize the name as the founder of the global cosmetic brand Elizabeth Arden Incorporated. She opened her first salon in New York in 1910. She revolutionized the beauty industry by promoting skincare as essential for every woman. She was known for her innovative products. These products placed an emphasis on holistic beauty. Arden made luxury cosmetics accessible. She established a legacy in skincare, makeup, and fragrance that remains influential. She said, "Repetition creates recognition." This speaks to the power of showing prospects how others are successfully using the product, and doing it over and over helps reinforce belief. Building this belief starts with peer validation. This doesn't mean rattling off features. It means showing prospects the realistic picture of success. One of the most powerful ways of doing this is by saying, "This is what our most successful customers do day after day, month after month." You're giving them a credible example of how the product works in real life. When a prospect sees what works for others, they're more likely to see the potential for themselves. Research supports this approach. According to our frenemies at Nielsen, 92% of people trust recommendations from their peers. That is when compared to other advertisements. You're tapping into that trust. You are showing clients people like them are achieving results following your recommendations. This validation is critical in helping your clients envision how your solution will meet their unique needs. Once you've built that foundation of belief, the next step is providing social proof. Now it's time to show the client real evidence of people using your product and experiencing success. Share testimonials, case studies, and stories from clients who achieved great results. Let these testimonials speak for themselves. Give your clients a glimpse into the experiences of others who have seen results. When prospects hear from satisfied customers, they can see how the product helped them. It reassures your prospect the solution can work in their own context. Psychologically, this social proof is essential. People look to others for validation when they are unsure about a decision. Show your prospects others have achieved real, measurable success. Then you are not only providing proof, but reinforcing their confidence in the decision. This is more than mere reassurance. It is affirmation that choosing your solution isn't a risk. It is a smart decision, and one that others have already made. Dale Carnegie wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. In it, he advised the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. When you offer social proof, you are sidestepping any need to defend the product's value. The success of others does the talking for you. There is a powerful transformation that happens when clients are given both belief and proof. They go from uncertain prospects to confident buyers. This leads them down the path to advocate. They see the success of others as a roadmap and gain the assurance that they too can achieve it. This process can turn even the most skeptical prospects into raving fans. When they see others achieving consistent results, they'll feel encouraged to follow the same path. Statistics back this up. According to Forrester, 82% of buyers won't buy at the first offer. They will see many options from a seller before making a purchasing decision. They don't need to be convinced of the basic features. They need validation that it works, and validation that it works for people like them. By presenting success stories and real-life evidence, you give clients a sense of certainty and clarity. Your goal should be to get the conversation to shift from providing the product's worth to demonstrating its impact. It is here the client stops questioning if the product is good enough. Instead, they begin to see it as the solution they've been searching for. This shift moves the decision-making process from doubt to certainty. Barry Schwartz's research on the paradox of choice demonstrates that too much information can lead to indecision. Instead of overloading customers with product details, keep the focus on how it aligns with their goals. You're not defending the product, you're helping them understand how it serves them. Lincoln Chafee is an American politician. He served as mayor of Warwick, Rhode Island from 1993 to 1999, and then a U.S. Senator from 1999 to 2007, later governor of Rhode Island from 2011 to 2015. He has been affiliated with the Republican, Independent, Democratic, and Libertarian parties. He was the only Republican senator to vote against the Iraq War in 2002. In 2016, he sought the Democratic presidential nomination for a brief moment. He said trust is built with consistency. He meant it as a reminder. It is a reminder to show consistent, real-world examples of success. This builds client confidence. Clients often bring objections. It's not because they doubt the product's abilities, but because they need reassurance about the outcomes. When you address this need with peer validation and social proof, you build a bridge between their uncertainty and your belief. This approach can be transformative. Customers don't only buy the product, but they embrace it as part of their strategy. When you focus on providing clients with belief and proof, you empower them to make confident decisions. You shift from pitching your product to becoming a trusted partner, one who understands their needs and guides them towards success. This approach helps them see the product as a valuable tool in their arsenal, and it sets the foundation for a lasting and trust-based relationship. Dean Rusk was the U.S. Secretary of State from 1961 to 1969. He served under Presidents Kennedy and Johnson. He played a significant role in major events of the Cold War. This includes the Cuban Missile Crisis. He was known for his strong anti-communist stance. Rusk was influential in shaping U.S. foreign policy during a pivotal era in American history. He wrote, "The best way to persuade people is with your ears, by listening to them." This validates the importance of understanding clients' needs. The goal is to show empathy and understanding rather than pushing a product. Be comfortable enough in your own skin to ask questions. Listen to the answers with calm, cool intensity. This ability takes time, patience, and practice. Role play this in your sales meetings. Take turns being both the seller and the buyer. See how the roles play out differently on each side of the table. Know when to talk and when to listen. This doesn't happen if we are nervous. When we are nervous, we feel the need to fill all the conversational space with sound and noise. When we are relaxed and in control of the conversation, we have the ability to listen to what the buyer needs. It helps us arrive at what they want. From there, we can craft solutions that make sense to both parties. When we are ill-prepared to have meaningful dialogue with our clients and/or prospects, we will fall into the trap. And this trap is the one that starts with the customer saying to us, "What you got for me?" It's a trigger. It's akin to the rabbit at the dog track. When the rabbit appears, the dogs take off running. When that phrase appears, it does the same to salespeople. The starter's pistol has gone off and the race has begun. We try to see how fast we can pitch something so we can ask for business. That is without regard for whether it is good for the customer. We assume the role of aggressive product pitch person, and we expect the customer to assume the role of passive shopper ready to buy anything. People don't want to be sold, but they do like buying. The buying places them in control, and we like to feel like we are in control. A sales pitch without a foundation is destined to meet with resistance, but when we do it right, it looks different. It starts with the client needs analysis or assessment. This is followed by a problem-oriented, customer-focused solution, one that addresses a legitimate business problem. Then it doesn't seem much like a sales pitch at all. It seems like a trusted business advisor giving solid business advice to a friend. It is advice about what to do next and how to take the first step. It takes the spotlight off the inner workings of your product. It puts the focus on solving the business problems for the customer. When we shift the focus back to where it belongs, on the customer and their business, we leave the judgment courtroom for our product. An assumption is made by both the buyer and the seller. That assumption is the person presenting the solution is credible. That then transfers to the solution, which is deemed as credible. The evaluation is then about whether it makes sense for the business and whether this will solve the problem. What will tip the scale in your favor is your belief in the ability to solve the problem and the social proof you can bring to the table. You do that with peer validation. You bring your testimonials, show the evidence of success enjoyed by similar businesses, ones who have found themselves in similar predicaments. In this case, you are an attorney, but you're now the prosecutor and not the defense attorney. Your product or service is not on trial. To decide, your prospect needs both belief and proof. To move forward, you must provide these elements. They will not get there on their own. They don't make this leap without help. If they could, our companies wouldn't have the need for salespeople. This is your job. Client doubt is the problem. Peer validation and social proof are the remedy. Show them what success looks like. This is what our most successful customers do day after day, month after month. This will validate your offer. Show them the social proof. Show the evidence of those doing what you say and having that success you profess. Let those social proof mouthpieces say it in their own words. Use testimonials and third-party examples of others in the same boat, ones who are doing similar things to get results. This method can turn doubters into raving fans. That is when they follow the path of successful businesses. Raving fans means repeat business, and that is the source of real business profit. My new book, 21st Century Sales Success, is now available on Amazon.com. If you like what you have heard here today, please consider ordering a copy or two. You can always send one to a friend. Go to cdmediaconsulting.com right now and follow the instructions to order.